So guys, today we have the Galaxy Note 7. I've been through the whole thing where I had the Note 7, and this is another person which I allowed in my plan to have a Galaxy Note 7. Beautiful phone. I mean, it's obviously all damaged here, but when it came out, it was the best phone. It is the best phone, and I can't wait for the Note 8 to come out because unless you've ever used a Note 7 before, you're not gonna. I mean, unless you never used it before, you're not gonna understand what I'm saying. There is no replacement, you know. Right now, I'm using the Galaxy S7 Edge, and it's an excellent phone. So I have a feeling that the whole Note 7 explosion may be actually a hoax. Could be by Apple, since Apple, was coming out with the iPhone 7, and knowing that their iPhones are behind the time, seriously, that the Note 7 coming out was going to be a bomb dropper, and it is. And I'm not talking about the fires and explosions and all that. When it came out before all that, before it exploded, it was a bomb dropper. So it could have been something rigged by Apple. We don't know. You know what I mean? Um, anyway, we're holding the Note 7 here. It's going back tomorrow or whenever I can. Obviously, I did some drop tests on it, and it holds up really well despite the beating I gave it. Here, as you can see, I blasted the camera out. I destroyed the... And I'm sorry, my apartment is a disaster right now. I just moved. It's a disaster. And here you can see I'm looking... the S Pen right there, which I broke. Surprisingly, it worked even when I broke it. And here we have a can of water. It's so unprofessional of me to not actually, use a tub of water or something. Like I said, my apartment's a disaster. So I cracked the Note 7. I did a facial drop. We'll actually just do another one here, just to show it's perfectly functional. Even the camera works really well despite having it all smashed out. As I told you, my apartment's a disaster. It's working really well. It really works well, you know what I mean? You see it's not exploding. There's nothing wrong with it. It holds up really well. You can see we smashed up the corner up there a little bit more. Well, it hasn't actually smashed before, but it works fine, you know what I mean? Right now, with all those, especially what I'm wondering about with all those cracks and camera being blasted out, and I heated it underwater. So, and then I flexed it I heated it up to pretty high temperatures underwater. I'm gonna guess it was pushing 200 degrees Fahrenheit. When I flexed the phone, it really flexed. So apparently I wrecked the glue. So I'm gonna drop in the water right now. See how well it holds up. Actually, I'm going to. It got a little bit wet there. I'm going to go into settings and turn the screens that way it will not shut off on me. I'm focusing on the right thing here. Let's see, display. Let's go to screen. Yes. Oh no. 10 minutes. That's the biggest I've got. Unless I don't have any. Okay, just 10 minutes. Okay. There. 10 minutes of activity, and in we go. Into the water we go. And we're just going to let it sit there for a little bit. And the water should have gotten in that camera hole by now, and once it gets in there, the glass where it cracked out, that was actually pretty easy to smash out, by the way. It's extremely thin glass on the phone in general, but especially over that camera, it is like literally almost paper thin, it seems to be. I mean, it's, there's another way to put it, it's just thin. And I'm just going to rotate it around a little bit to try to get those air bubbles out. That way water can seep into the phone. There we go. Still working. And you can't use the screen underwater, obviously. I'm just going to take it out. And the home button here. The phone is being chilled underwater. And I dropped down the menu. Went away. You see bubbles start to rise. Wish I could turn some music on. I mean, I could turn the ringtone on. Actually, we'll just do that. Since I don't have the Wi-Fi password set up, I can't really... Oh, crap. I can't really, it's not glitching, it's just because it's wet, the screen's not taking the input the same. Let's go to settings, and, by the way, did you see that moisture has been detected? It does that and check the port. So that does not mean water's gotten in the phone necessarily, I don't believe. It just simply means that, there are, it senses moisture in the port, so obviously it wants you to, dry it out before you charge it. So let's go to volume intensity and play the ringtone. Come on. There we go. We're using Verizon here, and that speaker sounds crappy with that water in it. It's not, you can't even hear it. It actually sounds kind of funny. And when I took it out of the water, by the way, that screen's not as scratchable as you'd think. I tested that with a sharp knife. Hit the phone repeatedly with the knife, scratched it, punched it with a knife, punctured it. Not punctured it, but stabbed the phone with a knife. You see the little bubbles coming out of the phone speaker grill. I don't want to damage the thing too hard, just in case, the phone might actually explode. But like I say, I believe it's a hoax. There, take that out. Let's drop it again to clean some of the water out of it. LOL. It's glitching up right now, obviously. There's water dripping out of the phone. Now it went into camera mode, so the phone is obviously glitching, so there is now water inside the phone. Seeing that it's doing whatever it wants by itself right now. Home button. Let's repeatedly hit the home button here. Hold it. Try to work it in a little bit. Pull it out, and we obviously wrecked the camera a little bit too much. It's water droplets on it. Power button again. What I don't want it to do is accidentally call 911. And in the water it goes. So, I could do this for a long time. See some bubbles and dust floating around in the water. I could probably torture this phone for a very long time, and nothing's happening. It makes me really wonder if it is a hoax. I did this in my last note, the one I owned. I doused it in water, dropped it in the ground till the screen was shattered. I mean, really shattered. Didn't blast the camera port out, but I tortured it nonetheless, and nothing's happening. The battery is at, let's exit out of the camera app here, 96%. And I started it, I believe it was at 99. Of course, Google's not going to work because I don't have it attached to Wi-Fi, connected to Wi-Fi. working really nicely. Such a pity. Makes me really wonder, is it actually a joke? You know what I mean? The whole explosion thing. And it holds up really well. We just have a crack now going all the way across the screen, which I hit there. You can see that. There you go. Different lighting. Truly a beautiful phone. One of the best keyboards too, I believe. I love the Note keyboard. Oh, come on. Wow. It's not responding to my power button input, so we obviously wrecked the power button up a bit. Volume keys work. The phone is not jammed up. Press it hard. Well, we have a phone that does not have a power button. Let's drop it on the side, see if we can actually hit it right in the power button. LOL. Well, that didn't help. Well, we actually hit the power button on that one, rattled it in. So it looks like if I want to shut it off, I guess, I don't think it'll work again for me, but if that power button don't work, but there it goes. It's software glitch, as you can see, so let's drop it again. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. I never did tap on the battery icon before. Shame on me. Oh my gosh. You know what? I may have to shut this thing down for good. But like I say, guys, there's nothing. By the way, this is a $900 phone. That's how much I paid for it. It's going to. Nothing. But that's it for you guys today. If the thing actually does explode or catch on fire, I will do a video on it and show you the damage. I mean, I can't catch it on fire, I don't believe, but be more frantically worrying about putting it out. But, you know, I will show you the damage in detail and try to take it apart and see what's wrong. But until then, see you guys. Bye.